It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back as your feel-good breakfast show, and things are going to be feeling really good, especially for your belly, where we talk about this next stellar star, crowned Pastry Chef of the Year for 2024 and the winner of Patisserie of the Year for 2025 at the prestigious Lux Awards. We are talking about Jared Melamed. He's a visionary behind La Tarte and a patisserie that's captivating taste buds and setting bold new standards in South Africa's dessert scene. Now, let me tell you, Jared is here to uncover the story behind his sweet success, his creative process, and how he's turning indulgence into an art form. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Jared! Yes! How you doing, bro?
Yeah, good on you. As I was saying to you, I didn't know Cape Townians rose so early.
Yeah, there's another world out here, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Sometimes I still see people coming back from the club when I'm going to work.
Really?
So, well done.
It's not me, huh?
Listen, bro, this is incredible stuff. Obviously, from winning a Pastry Chef of the Year and now Patisserie of the Year for 2025, the last 2 years have been incredible for you, man.
Yeah.
Big stamp of approval for you?
So I think both awards go hand in hand. You know, if you win something like Pastry Chef of the Year, I think you've got to sort of prove your work. Like, your work should speak for you, you know. So to win like a Patisserie of the Year 2025, they go hand in hand. You have to, like, prove your worth, for me at least.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what I tried to do. I don't know what's next year, but we'll try
What else
something.
can we win,
Yeah,
man?
we'll try something, huh?
Well, look, I'm glad that you pushed through and you got the goods. Obviously, like, it feels like you had to win that.
Yeah.
But how did you find out that you had this love for pastry? I mean, was there like a meal that you just tucked into and you were like, oh my word, I need to make this for the rest of my life?
do you know, I've always like gravitated towards the sweeter side of things.
Yeah.
I'm hot food too, but I landed in Barcelona when I was 16, like literally 16 years old, and I went to this market and they had all these desserts. It was like a Spanish market in Barcelona. They had all these like custard tarts and beautiful stuff I'd never seen before, and I tasted one. I was like, this is bang on the money. Let's do this. And then from then on, I just trained the palate, traveled, and that's how it started.
That's incredible how much impact a flavor and a taste can have on someone. And I think
Vanilla.
that just speaks to the experience of what food can do for us. La Tarte, though, obviously an incredible space. You are literally serving out your dreams there, as we've now found out. How did this really start? How did it come from an idea to brick and mortar to serving the people?
So it started on a Wednesday evening. I'd been overseas for a very long time, and I'd always wanted to have a dessert shop, patisserie. I'm a patissier, so that's generally what we do. And I said to myself, it's enough now. Enough procrastinating. It's time to start slow. And that's what I did. I rented a little kitchen, a ghost kitchen, and La Tarte was born. And the next day I had myself making tart shells and doing the MEP, the prep, and here we are today.
Well, listen, that's a story that I want to dive a little bit more into, because I think there's a lot of people out there that have a similar passion to you, that might be inspired by what you do today, especially after they see what you can do in the kitchen.
Yeah.
They might want to also recreate these incredible steps that you have. Was it quite daunting starting that for the first time? I mean, renting and wondering, are people going to show up? You know, you've got to like invest quite a bit. How do you get through that hurdle?
Look, you got to roll the dice, huh?
Yeah.
You have to. You've got to roll the dice at some point. You got to take a gamble. I think generally, like, I was scared in the beginning, like, is this going to work? I knew I would get to this point. It might sound arrogant, but I knew I'd push to this level, you know, push to where I am pushing out stuff I want to push out, and giving the customers, especially the South Africans, the desserts they deserve, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of what sometimes is out there, I want to bring France to this country and put us on that map as the gold standard of pastry.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
If you look at the like flavor influences that we have in this country, I think we can come up with such magic.
Yeah.
So for you, when we're talking about, let's say, pastry in general, is there sort of like a goal for you in terms of what you're wanting to create for the people? Is it the experience? Is it the flavor? Or you're just kind of listening and giving that feedback constantly in terms of how you're creating it? Because there's a fine line where it becomes food and that food suddenly starts to turn into art.
Yeah.
What is your perception on that, man?
So I think in general, when you speak of French patisserie pastry, you know, it's more, it should appeal to the eye, and then it should appeal even more to the palate. So for me, it's about creating something that's as visually appealing as it is when you taste it. I think it should taste better than it looks. And that's what I strive to do. From whatever I create, whatever recipe I write, I think from a taste point of view, you should go, oh my gosh, this is amazing. But also, it should captivate you to say, I want to buy that. I don't mind, I'll spend 500 Rand on that, just give it to me. That's the goal.
I love that, man. And maybe a little crazy question for you, because this world is insane. Do you have like a favorite like dessert or pastry? And is there one also on the polarity of that that's like really overrated and we should like stop worrying about?
Okay, I'm going to start with the overrated point.
Yes.
I probably might get a lot of slack for this, but I think macarons are very overrated.
Hey man, I agree
There
with
we
you,
go.
bro.
Huh?
Come
They're
on.
like a dime a dozen.
It's dime a dozen. We've seen all the colors,
Enough,
we've tasted
huh?
all the flavors. Let's push the boundary now, all right?
And the French will probably lynch me after the show.
They're gonna come for
waiting
you.
outside with
And if you could, top of the list?
for me, it's a pan suisse.
What is that?
It's like it's a laminate. It's viennoiserie, so it's a laminated dough
Yeah.
that's folded, and inside is custard and chocolate.
Oh my word.
That's-
Say no more, man.
Yeah.
This might be the thing that turns me into a pastry chef.
If we had more time, I'd make it, yeah, but it's like a 3-day process.
Oh, look, we've got enough time with you and we're going to explore quite a bit. I know we're making so many incredible things. We've got that chocolate cake up first, right?
Yeah, this cake's got a lot of history. It's more of like a tart, but it comes from the Hotel de Crillon
Yeah.
in France. It's like an 18th century palace. It's beautiful.
Bro, if I had to ask you this, because obviously we've got the awards, we're creating incredible flavors and experiences. Is there a next? Is there a vision for the future for you? Is it just kind of sustaining what's going on right now?
So next, I want to open up a store in Joburg. I want to open up a store in Cape Town.
Franchise.
I don't know about franchise. I'd like
Okay.
to keep my finger on the pulse.
All right.
You know, where I can control that quality, you know?
Yes.
I know with a lot of franchises, you sell them off and it's like,
Comes a numbers game.
do you know what I mean? I'm about quality and that service and the true art behind French pastry. You know, that beautiful flavor all the time, the consistency. It's easy to make a dessert. It's not easy to be making desserts consistently on a 10 out of 10 level, you know?
So essentially what you're saying is we're going to have to clone you.
Come with me, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. But listen, Mzansi, Jared's obviously not going anywhere. We get to look forward to deliciousness like no other. And we're heading to the kitchen first to do exactly that. And I hope your belly is ready for it.